some will try to dismiss Jesus' claim to divinity by saying that he was simply a good teacher or a wise prophet. Right? I'm not really buying into his claim to divinity. I don't really believe that he was God. Of course, he lived. We see that in history, that he lived, but he was really nothing more than a teacher or a prophet. But I'm not going to believe that he was God. C.S. Lewis, he tackles this claim brilliantly. And so this is what C.S. Lewis says about this. I am trying here to prevent anyone saying the really foolish thing that people often say about him. I'm ready to accept Jesus as a great moral teacher, but I don't accept his claim to be God. That is the one thing we must not say. A man who was merely a man and said the sort of things Jesus said would not be a great moral teacher. He would either be a lunatic on the level with the man who says he is a poached egg, or else he would be the devil of hell. You must make your choice. Either this man was and is the Son of God, or else a madman or something worse. You can shut him up for a fool. You can spit at him and kill him as a demon. Or you can fall at his feet and call him Lord and God. But let us not come with any patronizing nonsense about his being a great human teacher. He has not left that open to us. He did not intend to. And so what C.S. Lewis is saying here is that if the very claims that Jesus himself made about himself prove to be false, then it would make Jesus a liar at best and a lunatic at worst. Jesus himself claimed to be the Son of God. And so if Jesus is not who he claimed to be, then he is a liar and a lunatic. And Lewis's argument is, how can we claim that Jesus was a good teacher if he was a liar about the very claims of who he was? How can we believe that Jesus was a good teacher or a wise prophet if the very claims he made about who he was are false? And so Lewis says here that we must make a choice. That this brings us to a crossroads, so to speak, where we must make a choice that we're either going to be all in on Jesus' claims to be God, or we should simply just pack up and go home now. Really, there is no middle road. And the way C.S. Lewis sees it, and I would agree with him, is that there is no middle road that we can take where we can say, well, I'm not really going to buy into the claims that he's God. I'll just believe that he's a good teacher. He was a wise prophet. He said a lot of great things and he did a lot of great things, and I can follow his teachings and I can live by his example, and he shows us the Father, but he's not really the Son of God. We can't take that middle road. There is no middle road to take. We must make the choice whether we're going to believe the claims that Jesus is God or pack up and go home. Because how can Jesus be a good teacher and a liar at the same time? How can Jesus be a wise prophet and a lunatic who believed that he was God in the flesh?